The clock in Dr. Evelyn Carter's office ticked methodically, counting down the seconds to an ordinary Tuesday evening. She leaned back in her leather chair, adjusting her glasses as she scribbled notes on her latest theoretical paper on time paradoxes. That's when the man stumbled into her office. He was disoriented, his clothes tattered and worn, yet strangely old-fashioned, like something out of the early 20th century. His brown suit was slightly oversized, and his shoes were covered in dust. But it was his eyes that unsettled Evelyn the most, wide, frantic, and brimming with a knowledge that felt out of place. "You have to help me," he gasped. Evelyn hesitated, gripping the edge of her desk. "Who are you?" "My name is Henry Caldwell. I'm a scientist, or I was. I was born in the year 1892. He took a deep breath, his hands shaking. "I think I've made a mistake." Evelyn frowned. "You're claiming to be from the past." Henry nodded frantically. "I was part of an experiment, something that should never have worked. We theorized time was fluid, not fixed, and I built a device to prove it." His voice cracked. "But I miscalculated. I was supposed to travel 50 years into the future, but I overshot my mark by over a century." Evelyn folded her arms, skeptical yet intrigued. "Where's your machine?" Henry's face fell. "Destroyed. I arrived here in an explosion of light. The energy feedback must have torn it apart." Evelyn's mind raced. If he was telling the truth, this was the discovery of the millennium. If he was lying, then he was a dangerously delusional man. Either way, she needed proof. "Can you show me anything? Anything at all that proves your claim?" Henry hesitated, then pulled something from his pocket. A silver pocket watch, its gears moving in ways that defied normal mechanics. It emitted a faint, unnatural hum. Evelyn's heart pounded. Over the next few days, Evelyn and Henry worked tirelessly to reconstruct what had happened. Evelyn ran simulations on her quantum computer, trying to calculate the nature of Henry's jump. But something was off. Strange occurrences started happening. A newspaper headline that had red stock market hits record high suddenly changed to economic collapse looms. A colleague who had always worked in the physics department vanished from existence. Her office replaced by a supply closet. Evelyn stared at Henry. "Your arrival is causing paradoxes." Henry's face turned pale. I didn't think. You've altered something crucial in history." He swallowed hard. "We need to fix this." The only way to prevent further damage was for Henry to return to his time. But without his machine, that seemed impossible. Evelyn proposed a dangerous plan: to use a controlled wormhole experiment in her lab to send him back. But as they worked, Henry stumbled upon a chilling revelation. "Evelyn," he said, holding an old photograph from a research journal. "This is you." She peered at the faded image. It was a photo from 1905 of a woman who looked exactly like her, standing next to Henry. "I don't understand." Henry's hands trembled. "You were always part of my past. That means you were meant to go back with me." Evelyn's world spun. If she went back, she'd be trapped in the past forever. But if she stayed, time itself might unravel. The wormhole experiment was ready. The moment of decision had come. Evelyn took a deep breath. Could she abandon everything she knew? Or was the future worth sacrificing? Henry extended his hand. "Come with me. We can fix history together." The machine whirred to life. The air crackled with energy. Evelyn closed her eyes, knowing there was no turning back.